I love fishing with dough bait. I've caught more fish with dough bait than any other bait I've ever used. Now there's a couple downsides to dough bait in my opinion. The first one is the smell. Man, they smell terrible. And when you're drinking water or trying to eat a sandwich or something, your hands are close to your face, it smells awful. I hate it, and the smell on my hands anyway will usually last the next day no matter how many times I wash my hands. Now, the way that we solve that is with rubber gloves. The rubber gloves help to keep the dough bait smell off of my hands, and honestly it helps to keep my smell off of the bait, so that when the fish are sniffing around, they're not smelling me, all they can smell is the bait. Now the second problem, and probably the biggest problem with dough bait, is that it's really hard to keep on the hook. I think we've got that solved too. Let me show you something. I'm gonna reel this in. This has been sitting out in the water for a little bit. Casted it out earlier, casted it out pretty far. I'm guessing probably 40, maybe, I bet 50, 55 feet, something like that. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. It's called the Ultimate Dough Bait Hook. Holds on to your dough bait. I've casted this out 5-6 times, let it sit in the water for about 20 minutes a shot, and it always stays on. Watch this. I'm going to cast this again. Okay, pretty good cast. I don't know if you could see that stayed on, but let me go ahead and reel it back in. See, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm reeling in pretty aggressively. And I don't know if you can see that, but I'll bring it up to the camera. Bait's still on. Pretty neat hook. If you want more information, I'm going to post a link down below. The Ultimate Dough Bait Hook. If you're interested in fishing with dough baits, I think you ought to get this hook. Thanks, guys. That stayed on for sure. Hmm?